touch that dial. Watch this exciting scene from today's four-part story of Underdog. Here it comes now.
You guys hold up the passengers. We'll get the gold in the mail car. Who's got the combination of the safe? You. We'll blow it open. It's Underdog. Let's go.
Has any of you here seen this face? She took my ring to be fixed someplace. And the secret compartment of my ring I fill with an Underdog Super Energy Pill.
Look out, Underdog. That explosion really smashed you up.
Without my Super Energy Pill, I get weaker and weaker and weaker still.
All right, everybody, hands up. This is a robbery, see?
You won't get away with this.
You're all scared stiff.
There's no need to fear. Underdog is here.
Let him have it.
Run.
Scram.
Hey, Riff, how many jobs did you try to pull off in the last month?
6.
Yeah, and 6 times Underdog stopped us.
Yeah, but this time I got a plan. We're going to use a helicopter to rob the bank. I'm going to lower you guys through the skylight. When you got all the dough, yank on the rope twice and I'll haul yous up. I'm a genius. No one will ever figure how the bank was robbed. There is the 2 yanks, and up comes $1 million. Whoops, Underdog.
What happened, boss?
Underdog shows up as usual. But this time, I got a new plan that Underdog will never get wise to. We're going to steal cars and take them through the tunnel to the other side of the river.
Oh, but that's crazy, boss. They'll just float ahead and the cops will catch us as we come out of the tunnel.
Oh, no, they won't. They'll be looking for red cars, or green cars, or blue cars. But nothing but black cars will be coming out.
You mean?
Right. We're going to paint them as they go through the tunnel.
Here comes the first hot car. It's red.
Now it's black.
Boy, here comes the yellow one.
It won't be for long. Hey, you dumb crook, what are you stopping for?
If changing colors is what you do, I'll change your color to black and blue.
Underdog, no, no, no!
Yeah, boy, that's some kind of thing. I don't like that.
All right, cut out the grumbling. Underdog did it to us again? But this time I got a plan that'll really fool him. We're going to knock off an armored car. Now, here's the plan. Beautiful, beautiful. $1 million drops right in on us. Keep those guys covered and open the doors. Underdog.
This time, Riff, you've gone too far. I won't let you steal this armored car.
Get him, boys.
9 times in 1 month that Underdog has loused us up.
Quiet! This time I got a new plan.
Yes. Boy, oh boy.
Wow.
I said quiet. Now I'll give it to you short and sweet. We're leaving town.
Leaving town?
Yeah. We are going west.
What does Riff mean? What will the gangsters do out west? There's plenty of excitement ahead in our next episode. After being stopped again and again by Underdog, Riffraff had decided to move his criminal activities to the west.
The west? Like cowboys?
Right. Underdog's making it too hot for us here in the city, so we're going way far away and get a little western town of our own, right here. We are taking it over.
Bank robbing. Train robbing.
Cattle rustling.
Now, here's the way we're going to do it.
Several days later, a long string of sleek black limousines wound their way across the country and stopped on the outskirts of a small western town.
Everybody out! Change into western clothes. Go get the horses. Forward! Ha!
What is this? Some kind of joke?
I'll show you what kind of joke. Dance.
Oh, look. They must be making a movie. A movie? Yeah, I'll show you a movie. Move.
But before the townspeople realized what was really going on, the gangsters had cut the telephone and telegraph wires, taken over the radio station, the television station, and the police station, and were in complete control of the town.
Now, here it is. From now on, I'm the boss of this town. What I say goes. Now, there's going to be some changes made. First of all, we're going to change the name of the place. From now on, it's going to be known as Riffraffville. And Riffraffville is going to be a real old western town. So start knocking down all these new buildings.
Meanwhile, with all the crooks gone to Riffraffville, the city was strangely quiet and peaceful.
Good morning, friends in TV land. The strangest news of all today is that there is absolutely no crime in the city. The police have nothing to do, and the world's greatest hero doesn't do anything but rescue cats out of trees and other small jobs. Can it be true?
It's quite a come down for a hero like me to have to rescue a cat from a tree.
Oh, Underdog, are you hurt?
No, I just gave the road a little dent, but I'm afraid my secret ring is bent.
Here, I'll take it to the jeweler's and have it fixed.
But the secret compartment in my ring I fill with an Underdog super energy pill.
You won't need your super energy pill for a while. There's no crime going on.
But without my super energy pill, I grow weaker and weaker and weaker still.
You mean you'd be just like everyone else? You could get hit by a car, knocked out with a punch, even shot?
The secret you alone now know. Don't tell us all or I may go.
There's no need to worry now. Things are quiet. I'll get your ring fixed and back as soon as possible.
Meanwhile, back in Riffraffville,
Everything's working out perfect.
But what about Underdog, boss? What if he comes snooping around?
Got that all figured out. I'm sending this invite to Sweet Polly Purebred to come out west for a free vacation. And when she does, we'll grab her and hold her hostage.
and so it happened a few days later that Sweet Polly arrived in the newly transformed town of Riffraffville.
Excuse me, I'm looking for the dude ranch where I'm supposed to spend my free vacation. Do you know where it...
It's right in here.
Riffraff!
With Sweet Polly captured by Riffraff, what about Underdog? And where is his ring? There's a thrilling time ahead in our next exciting episode. You'll see all of this Underdog adventure complete on today's show. And in weeks to come, you'll be seeing exciting scenes like this. Sweet Polly Purebred had been tricked into coming west, and now she was a prisoner in Riffraff's own town, Riffraffville.
With Sweet Polly as my prisoner, Underdog won't dare interfere with my plan. So now, boys, we go to work stealing everything from everybody everywhere. Mooch, you're going to do the Jesse James bit. Get your boys together and start robbing every train you can find. For you, Sandy, it's banks. Get your men together, ride out, and start some stick-ups. Spinny wheels, you'll switch to cattle rustling.
Meanwhile, Underdog was trying to find Sweet Polly to discover where she had taken his ring with the energy pill inside.
You mean that when you don't have your super energy pill, you get to be just like any of us? And bullets won't bounce off you anymore? That's terrible. All I know is that Sweet Polly went to some dude ranch out west.
And with only this information, the mighty Underdog headed west. Meanwhile,
You guys hold up the passengers. We'll get the gold in the mail car. Who's got the combination of the safe? You. We'll blow it open. It's Underdog. Let's go.
Has any of you here seen this face? She took my ring to be fixed someplace. And the secret compartment of my ring I fill with an Underdog super energy pill.
look out, Underdog. That explosion really smashed you up.
Without my super energy pill, I get weaker and weaker and weaker still.
We sure feel sorry for you, Underdog. We haven't seen anybody who looks like that.
All right, everybody. Don't make a move. We want with your money.
That must be a gag. They're dressed up like Jesse James.
Now, who's got the combination of the safe? You? All right, then. We'll blast it open. It's Underdog. Cut out, boys.
Has any of you here seen this face? She took my ring to be fixed someplace. And the secret compartment of my ring I fill with an Underdog super energy pill. Look out, Underdog. That explosion made a mess out of you. Without my super energy pill, I get weaker and weaker and weaker still.
He gets weaker and weaker and weaker still.
We haven't seen anybody who looks like this.
Come on, boys. Let's steal those cattle.
Has any of you here seen this face? She took my ring to be fixed someplace. And the secret...
Look out, Underdog. Hot dog is Underdog. Those cattle really made a wreck out of you.
Without my super energy pill, I get weaker and weaker and weaker still.
He gets weaker and weaker and weaker still.
I know Sweet Polly Purebred, and I know she's being held prisoner in Riffraffville. And so Underdog, with his last bit of strength, set off for Riffraffville. What will happen when Underdog meets Riffraff? The answer lies ahead in our next exciting episode.
When in this world the headlines read of those whose hearts are filled with greed, who rob and steal from those who need to right this wrong with blinding speed, goes Underdog, 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 Underdog. Speed of lightning, roar of thunder, fighting all who rob or plunder. Underdog, Underdog,
Underdog had found out that Sweet Polly Purebred was a prisoner in Riffraffville. He was barely able to make it to Riffraff's headquarters.
Ouch.
Ouch! Oh! Underdog has lost his powers! Me and my gang are going to get famous by being the ones who wiped out Underdog! Yoo-hoo! Hold on there, Underdog! I challenge you to a gunfight with me and my boys at high noon today!
There's nothing I can do but fight that whelp. Perhaps the town folk will give me help.
He told folks of the whole affair, how his ring was taken for repair of the power pill that he kept there. That's how Riff and his gang would dare fight Underdog. Underdog. Once he was lightning, once he was thunder. Now Riff would end him if he should blunder. Underdog.
Without his super energy pill, he gets weaker and weaker and weaker still.
The folks knew he had lost his might, and they were saddened by his plight. So he asked if they would help him fight. They slammed the door and locked it tight on Underdog. Once he was light.
Time was ticking away on Underdog. Sweet Polly Purebred struggled to get free of her ropes.
From house to house he made his way, but word had spread of what he'd say. And some were too afraid to stay, and others simply barred the way to Underdog. Underdog. Once he was lightning, once he was thunder. Now Riff would end him if he should blunder. Underdog.
And now, high noon. And Underdog began that long walk against Riffraff and his gang.
I'm free! I won't desert you, Underdog. I'll walk with you to the end.
Too bad you took my ring for repair, or I could win this whole affair.
Your ring! I forgot all about it. I never took it to the jeweler's. I have it right here in my purse. Right in here. I know it's here someplace. Now, let me see. Here! Here it is! Underdog, your ring.
The secret compartment of my ring I fill with an Underdog super energy pill.
Okay, boys, we're close enough. Shoot!
Riff and his gang each drew their gun. They fired their shots, but every one just bounced right off, and he drew his gun and put Riff's whole mob on the run. Oh, Underdog, Underdog, speed of lightning, roar of thunder, fighting all who rob or plunder. Underdog, Underdog, Underdog.
Now, as our hero of heroes goes about his everyday good deeds, we're glad to know that in today's story, somehow Underdog came through again. But what about next week? Here's a scene from next week's show.
There's no need to fear. Underdog is here.
Underdog, you've got to come right away.
At the moment, Sweet Polly, I'm righting this tower. It may fall again without my power.
But Simon Bar Sinister is trying to get elected dictator.
Let Simon rave and let him gloat, but he won't get a single vote.
But what if he invents one of his diabolical machines?
And that's exactly what Simon had finally done.
Here it is, my greatest invention, the tickle feather machine.